national championship game is at stake when the Florida State Seminoles play the Oregon Ducks in the Rose Bowl on Thursday on ESPN. The Ducks, a 7-point favorite, will be looking to hold down their home field when Florida State comes to town. The over-under for this matchup is at 70 points. Sitting at 12-1 straight up and 9-4 against the spread, the Oregon Ducks will look to improve as they head into Week 19. Oregon had unbelievable success over their last 5 games, going 5-0 straight up and against the spread. Oregon won big over Arizona 51-13 in the Pac-12 championship game. Marcus Mariota had a huge game through the air in the win, completing 25 of 38 pass attempts for 303 yards and 2 touchdowns. Darren Carrington also had a big game with 126 yards and a touchdown on 7 catches. The Ducks come into the game with America's 6th-ranked home-scoring offense in the nation, averaging 45.6 points per game in their own stadium. Judging from their past games this season, expect to see a heavy dose of the Oregon passing game, which currently ranks 11th in the nation with 308.9 passing yards per game. The Ducks defense has stepped up their play in their last 5 games. They've allowed 17 points during that stretch, down from their season average of 22.5. The Seminoles probably won't run the ball very often at Oregon. They're one of the least effective running teams in the land, averaging just 134.8 rushing yards per game. The Ducks defense should be ready today against Florida State, who rank 106th in the nation with 2.1 turnovers committed per game. As for their opponent, the Florida State Seminoles were a poor bet so far this season, with a disappointing record of 3-10 against the spread. Their straight-up record, 13-0, has been great. In the ACC championship game, Florida State won a close one over Georgia Tech, 51-13. Rashad Green had a big game for the Seminoles, totaling 7 receptions for 123 yards and 2 touchdowns. Nick O'Leary had a big game as well, totaling 97 yards and a touchdown on 3 catches. If earlier games are any indication, the Seminoles will throw the ball a lot on offense. They averaged 299.9 passing yards per game, good enough for 14th in Division I. Lately, the Seminoles have discovered the secret to a better pass defense. They're allowing only 182.4 passing yards per game over their last 5 matchups. At the Bang the Book Betting Center, we predict that the Oregon Ducks will win this game both straight up and against the spread, and that the game will go over the game total. Don't forget that the Bang the Book Betting Center is your best resource for information before you make your weekly assault on the sportsbooks.